Good evening, Canatoris Capital Nightly Strategy Podcast for January 6, 2025. Start with Sniper Trade of the Day. And, rule of 4. So this is SPY, 10-minute chart. Yesterday's close, big gap up, 10-minute high and low by the 10-minute breakout, standard risk box. Price is moving up. When the R10 rolls over, I take the exit. It did not fail, so I re-entered. The R10 rolled over. I took the spine of the dragon exit for a fractional loss. It broke through the PSAR. It moved one full risk box off the peak. I get short. It crosses the VWAP, crosses the 30 at 1.5 R with a second position on. Near the end of the day, starts rolling back up. I take the skin of the dragon exit for about 2.5 R. This was about 1 R. That was minus a half. That's net 3 R. Right by the numbers. This is Palantir on 3 minutes. So there's a big gap down and sell off. There's your gap. Harsh sell off. The R10 rolls over. It moves one standard risk box off the turning point in the RL10. So I get long here. There's my 3R back to the top of the stack. So there's my 3-to-1. If this fails through the low of the day or through the low of the stop, that would be a stop and reverse that way. R10 peaks, we keep 2R, we get short when it crosses the PSAR. Price RL10 crosses the Bollinger Band 30, then the VWAP, then goes through the 3R gain. So I add a second position. I think I should have exited here, but I did not. I exited down here. I took the Kata 2 for a half an hour. So this was a big win. This was like 2R on the front end, and then 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 10R. So that's like a 12R day in Palantir, my current favorite intraday trade. This is we saw the SPY already. Sorry. We saw that one too. Sorry, Palantir on threes. Here's DIA on the 10 minute. Here's your close. Here's your gap up. Here's your high of the 10-minute bar, the low of the 10-minute bar. It breaks out above the 10-minute. So we're long with a standard risk. When the R10 rolls over, I take the skin of the dragon exit for a fractional win. Kata 2 reentry, fractional win. Breaks below the VWAP and through the PSAR. So I'm short with a standard risk at a second position when it crosses the SMA 30. At a third position when it breaks to a new low of the day. exit in the last bar as it comes back and hits the skin of the dragon. That one returned about 8R. So pretty good day at work today. 150-day look back. Whoops, went too far. Sorry. 150-day look back. We're right in the middle of the 30-day, at the top end of the 10-day. This is showing a nice little 1-2-3 recovery. It's got a good chance to make a new run at 610 with the first full week of trading after the holidays. Today was a nice gap up. It settled near the opening, but I take that as a positive. It got through the dragon, hit the PSAR all the way back to the SMA 30. That's a good day for opening the week with. Let's see what we get for tomorrow. Should be a lively trade tomorrow. And you can see the S&P traded in both directions. Very nice orderly moves. A trader's delight today and no overnight risk. We're still in bullish volatile conditions, overbought long term, above average short term, holding support at the belly of the river. Volatility is favorable towards the long side. That all looks good for continuation trades tomorrow. How to use this chart, the holding X days treatment, is a subject for our advanced hybrid swing trading. Too complicated to cover right now. But it's a distinct edge. Dow tactical summary, big breakdown in Coca-Cola today and Procter & Gamble, but good strength in Nucor, NVIDIA, and Pfizer. And Intel just cannot get out of its own way. On a day when NVIDIA made a brand new high, Intel got smashed even further. In the ETFs, you had nice strong move in clean energy and uranium, but longer term weakness in treasuries and XLP consumer staples. That's a flight towards growth, actually. Just a handful of symbols better than 2-to-1 on the auto framer, and only 3 in the daily squeeze. Being dominated by the spring in both the ETFs and in the large cap stocks. So that's a nice recovery move after a sell off. So this is a buyer's market right now. Evenly split between outperformers and in the red. Real strength here in Nucor, Cliff, PayPal, and NVIDIA making an all-time high. Walmart and Microsoft as value plays are working. And then most of the ETFs were very strong today. Only a handful conspicuously weak. But the globals are starting to perform. The standard array of the top 10 ideal candidates for intraday trading, featuring marijuana, Palantir, Tesla, Nucor, NVIDIA. The story stocks continue to dominate. And let's see how we're doing here. Holding nice support here at the bottom of the river, but volatility is favorable. And the RL10 showed a little bit of strength today. The RL30 has come back far enough that there's room for this now to pivot and make a nice move back up to 610. So that would be the least surprising move. All right, let's get this published and posted and onto the website. And we will see you in the room tomorrow.